Hi guys, I thought I'd give you a quick tour of Kevin, my camper van. I'll show you what's what. So this is him from the front. He's pretty big, pretty beastie. He's an LDV Convoy, which is an old mini bus. As you can see, I'm parked up in a pretty cool spot right now. I'm just down by the River X, right next to the water, which is really nice. So I'll take you inside so you can have a look. So here's just an overview of everything that is in this van. So starting up above the cab area, I've put in a massive storage shelf which holds a lot of my stuff really. So on the left hand side there I've got some camping chairs, a camping table, a little air dryer thing that I can stick out the side of the van to dry off some tea towels or swimming cozies or whatever. I've also got up there a laundry basket which I use to transfer my laundry from the van to where I'm doing it. What else have I got up there? I've got a sleeping bag, sleeping like airbed, a couple of rucksacks as well, and then in the middle there I've got a massive box full of fun and games really. There's a few card games, a few board games, some tennis balls, some a rounders bat, some climbing kit, wetsuit, all that kind of fun outdoorsy stuff, which is really nice. Behind that big box there's a couple of boxes of food as well, but I'm hoping to rejig / eat my way through that so I have a bit more space up on those storage areas. And then to the right hand side I've got these two brown boxes. On the left hand side of the one it's kind of books and yeah, just it's like my bookshelf really, with some journals and colouring stuff as well I like to do. And I've got some cards up in that sort of paper box on the top. And then on the right hand side I've got all of my toiletries, and behind that I've got a box of electricals. As you can see there's a kind of long rolled thing along the top as well. That's a drop down blackout curtain, so at night I can unroll that and it covers the entire of the cab. Well, it separates the cab off, but it stops all the light coming through, which is awesome. Okay, so next up we've got my unit area, which has got quite a few different things I want to show you. Over to the left hand side, that Disney bag is just a bag of food I've got right now. Just a bit more convenient than having it up on the shelf the entire time. And then I've got a 24 litre 12 volt fridge. It's not on at the minute because it's empty, but that plugs in to a plug that I've got around here, a 12 volt plug, and that just can be turned on when I want that to. Underneath the unit and in this curtain I've got first off I've got this sort of netting across it all, which when I'm driving keeps all of this stuff in place. But I've got at the top there, that blue thing is my 2 burner gas range, which is cool, it's nice to cook on. Down to the left hand side over here, this is my toilet, so it just pulls out, it's all self-contained, it's not plumbed in, so that's that. I've got my bin and just a box full of cleaning stuff, and behind that I've got a fire extinguisher and my gas cylinder, which is connected to this tube here. And then over here I've got 2 of my 3 water cylinders. They're 20 litres each, and they're just, again, just nice and simple. I needed quick solutions for these things, so self-contained units was really easy. Yeah, they last a long time, and all I do when I want to use them is just pull them out from underneath and then stick them on top of the unit. So at the sides of the unit I've got on both edges these 12 volt plug sockets. I've only got one on the other side, I've got 2 down here, and this is essentially my charging station. So you can see that my iPad is charging up nicely there. My electric system is a leisure battery which is hooked up to the alternator via a split charger. So when I'm driving the van, the alternator is charging up not only the van battery but my leisure battery, which means I can run my fridge off of it, charge up my phone and my iPad and any other things that I want to charge up. So far not a huge amount of problems. The fridge does draw a lot, and so I can't have it on all the time, but that's fine. I'm thinking I'll probably get another battery and put in at some point soon. Okay, so into the sort of mid section of the van, I've got these 2 storage seats, which were great, which were a really great find. They're really like cushioned on top, which is really comfortable, but also they are such a good solution to kind of storing stuff away. So in here, this is all my kind of cooking equipment. I've got like a griddle pan, a frying pan, a saucepan, a kettle, a drying rack, a chopping board, and a few bits and bobs extra at the bottom. I also store one of my lights in here so that when I'm driving around it doesn't fly around everywhere. So that's my sort of, kitchen, one of my kitchen cupboards, I suppose. And everything stores in there and stacks in there really nicely, which is really cool. And then it hides away as this great seat. And then the other one on the other side, I just have my it's just my laundry bin, my dirty laundry bin, so nothing too special there. I do have one of my favourite features, my booze bucket. Rather depleted right now. I raided it yesterday, but a couple of bottles of wine, a couple of things of cider, just some nice stuff. If it's a nice sunny evening, you want to crack open a cider, I've got it there straight away. So that's cool. These 2 smaller seats, there is one underneath the guitar and ukulele. They are actually the wheel arches of the van, and they're padded, and then they're insulated, padded, and then fabric was laid on top, just so that it's quite a comfy seat actually. Again, it's not as padded as the other seats, but you know, you can get by with sitting on them, and it just means there's extra space for people to come and join in and sit down in my van, which is cool. And then on the wall on the opposite side of the unit, I've got this big mirror, which is super great because actually I need a mirror. I'm a girl. I like to be able to do my hair and to just check out my outfit and all that, and I didn't want just a little one, and I had this one anyway. It's a big mirror, so that's just bolted into the wall, which is awesome. And I've got this little, oh, isn't that cute? My best friend bought me that for my birthday, so thank you, Karen Bull, love it. Okay, into my bed area. This is just the comfiest, coziest place ever that has ever been invented. No, it is really cozy actually. One of my favourite parts of it is the fact that it's a proper mattress. So I'm just bringing my nicely made bed now, but it's a proper mattress. It's not one of those sort of foam rolled ones. So that makes it extra cozy. I've got obviously my blanket and some cute pillows just to make it homely and nice, which is great. And I've slept really well in here, which is good. The back doors are still able to be opened, which is great. As you can see, I've got my bike on the back, which I'll show you at some point as well. All of the curtains that you see as well, they're all blackout lines, so no light gets in. Well, maybe a little bit of light around the edges, but that's fine. So it's all completely nice and dark when I'm in here at night. Underneath the bed, I've got a couple of things I want to show you. First off is this pull-out table. So this is just on drawer runners, you know, the things that you put your chest of drawers away in. It does need a little bit of fixing. It can fall off the runners a little bit, but it's a good just little coffee table. I can put down my iPad on there when I'm sleeping, and I can watch it from there, which is really cool. But yeah, just a nice little touch to there. And then underneath here is pretty much the bulk of my storage, or clothes storage. So I've got under the bed all of these pull-out boxes, and they all have varying amounts of clothes in. So the 2 front ones are my most mainly used ones, those being all my sort of normal day-to-day clothes, and the other one being my sports clothes. And then in the back I've got like bedding and jumpers and like coats and stuff. I've got my little DIY section in the corner over there in the bottom right corner, and actually on top of that, I don't know if you can see, there's a spice rack that sits on there, which is cool, so I can still have nice flavours and food. I've also got under here my cutlery drawer, so all of my cutlery and utensils and stuff in that little box there. And then underneath this one I've got my plates, cups, you know, glasses, napkins, you name it, whatever you need, mugs, stuff like that. So yeah, another part of my kitchen. But it's great because I've got 10 of these boxes, so there's something like 240 litre boxes. Well, no, sorry, there's 10 24 litre boxes, which is 240 litres total, with room for these smaller. I don't know how large these ones are, but I can stick a few more on if I want to. It's not completely cramped up yet, so I've got room to add more stuff if I need to. But to be honest, I'm going to be trying to whittle down my stuff and figure out what I do and don't need, because I'd say I'm an aspiring minimalist, so I have a minimalist mentality, but it doesn't always play out in actually how much stuff I own. So I'm going to try and get rid of some stuff. Oh, in the far corner at the back I've got a shoe box as well. That's where all my shoes are kept, apart from like flip-flops just live in here, and my tennis shoes live over there as well. Of course I've got my guitar and ukulele. They are an important feature of any van, apparently. Daily use, hence why they don't have anywhere that they live in particular. They just sort of float around the van. I also have an under drawer as well. Of course that's a necessity. And under there, that's just where I keep all my pyjamas and stuffs. Okay, running along the top edge of the ceiling, or the side edge of the ceiling and top edge of the wall, I don't know if you can see very well, but there's a tube of LED lights which are solar operated. Yeah, they're just little fairy lights that I've got attached to the ceiling, which is cool. And I've got these Hessian homemade heart things that I've got just dangling from the ceiling, which are quite cute. I can't really show you the lights on right now because it's a bit too light and bright for it. I must say I'm awful at remembering to charge them up, which is super annoying, because when I want them on and they look really cute, they never have any charge, but they're cute all the same. And I've just got a nice bit of bunting going across there, across the back edge. You can see attached up to my curtain right at the back I've got a little lantern, which is just a nice little bedside light. Nothing too special in the front. There's the third of my 20 litre water canisters. Yeah, nothing too special out in the front, unfortunately. It's just it's a little bit of an overflow. So I've got a few of my bowls and kitchen stuff. So this big silver bowl I use as my washing up bowl. I just fill it up with water and stick it on the unit. Big bowls, I've got these sort of bowls that stack away on each other, which is really nice. Which my mum bought me a while back, which is cool. So I've got a kind of colander, sieve, and a couple of mixing bowls and eating bowls and stuff, which is great. They did originally live on the shelf, but then they kept falling down. So I just thought it's safer and easier just to keep them in the front. My tennis rackets live in the front. This big broom lives in the front, which is great. Just gets daily use. It does get rather... yeah, things can get in the van quite easily if I'm in and out. And it doesn't take 2 minutes, it doesn't even take 20 seconds to brush it all away. It needs doing a couple of times a day, really. I've got a little dustpan and brush as well, which I don't really ever use. And then there is some stuff on the driver's seat right now, but that's actually all going up to my mum's house, because it's stuff that I've decided I don't really need here. But yeah, there's space for 2 extra people to come along for a trip with me, which is nice. I've had one other person stay in the van with me before. Not 2, but I reckon it'll be doable with 2, but at least one other is really easy to do. Oh, I also forgot there's a box that is kept underneath the front 2 seats. It's just full of extra, like more kind of camping style stuff. So if I go wild camping on Dartmoor, I've got bowl and a plate, which a friend of mine gave me, with some mugs. I suppose the most regularly used stuff in here is my camping wine glasses, a necessity of course. Okay, over to the back of the van. As you can see, I've got a bike rack. It's a specific van bike rack which is attached to one door, therefore allowing me to still open the back doors, which is really great. And it's something that I definitely sought out and paid the extra price for. This is my road bike. As you can see, there's actually space for another bike as well, and hopefully I'm going to be purchasing some sort of mountain bike so that I can go a bit more off-road and have a bit of fun as well with that. But I need a space to keep my bike and stuff. I am contemplating a roof rack right now, and perhaps a canoe or a boat of some sort, maybe a surfboard and a roof box. Haven't decided yet. Obviously it's a large expense and would be a big job to do. But yes, as you can see, prime position down here at the quay. It's definitely one of my favourite spots. Yeah, it's a little hidden gem, and there's canoeists going past. So yeah, that's my tour of my van, Kevin the camper van. I think I've covered everything. There's obviously a few other bits and bobs that I could show you in more detail and in depth, and I'm sure I will at some point, but the main things I've shown you today, just a kind of, yeah, overview of what it looks like from the inside, and where everything's kept and how everything is in order and stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.